Hey there fellas, I was restraining myself from doing a stealth build video for years, because modded or not, any stealth build would be ridiculously overpowered to the state it's just boring. At the same time, what's making stealth builds even more boring is the narrowness of the playstyle, as whole playing is always going down to abusing brain-dead Skyrim protection AI and one-shotting everything alive in the same way as thousands times before. Thus, when I decided to finally make a stealth build this time, my main focus here is, on top of being overpowered, to make it actually interesting to play, arming it with multiple ways to go through the fight involving both physical and magical means. The Phantasmal Arbiter is a shadowy assassin that has a wide arsenal of both slitthroat and illusion skills to get rid of any enemy of any strengths and numbers without leaving a trace. Let's take a look. Race: Khajiit. Khajiit is a perfect choice for this build. Its passive racial abilities allow to move faster. This includes sneaking too. Sprint even faster, helps a lot to leave dangerous fights in early game, sneak more silently, do silent leaps on large distance, and use an active power to mute distracting sounds and improve vision in darkness. You can also pick Altmer, as its racial abilities play well here too, from perspective of high skills efficiency and enchantments, but Khajiit is still highly recommended. Standing Stone. In the early game, till level 20 or so, it's better to use the Sieve Stone to raise core stealth skills to higher levels faster. Then swap to your main stone, the Shadow. Its Blur passive ability increases your speed in combat. Enemies around searching for you counts as combat, so it's actually great for sneaking too. The Hiding Shadows passive makes you even less noisy and more deadly near walls or obstacles. Read nearly everywhere in the game, minus maybe just the tundra, but even there you can always still find a rock or two. Shadow Step active power you will not use too often if you will pick Khajiit, but it will be decently useful if you went with Altmer. Attributes. In average, invest around 40% of your attribute points into health, 35% into magicka and 25% into stamina, with focus on stamina and magicka on early levels. This means that from 20 level ups, you should raise health 8 times, magicka 7 times and stamina 5 times. Deity. Cities. The one and only pick for Phantasmal Arbiter. Cities bonuses are the best for Assassin. Shrine Blessing empowers sneak attacks, and Primal Darkness passive improves your stealth and gives chances to loot human hearts from your victims, which you can use to furtherly improve deity disposition. The active power, Call of the Void, is situative but extremely powerful ability that allows you to turn any door into a void portal that sucks in and instantly kills everyone 60 feet around. Basically, that's an extremely powerful enemy cleaner ability for interiors like the bandit forts. Perks. Your first main perk is of course Sneak. In this tree, pick the 3 right branches completely minus the party starter perk, as it will actually interfere with these build playstyles. The demolition job perk is also not needed, as we will be not using any destruction spells. The perks in these branches are all about staying undetected no matter what, and if you will get detected somehow, to drop the enemy aggro instantly and go into shadows again. That's where disengage and smokescreen active powers will help. The Shadow Warrior passive power is your bread and butter to escape as well, and you can use it every 8 seconds if needed. The Laughing Ghost power is deadly and silent distance cutter enemy bonker, and the main active skill in one of these build playstyles. Illusion. You're another core perk tree. Take the base tree perk and the dual casting with Silent Storm perks ASAP. Then grab the entire Imposing Presence branch and all perks related to the Empowering Fear, Fury and Calm based spells. Lastly, invest into the Dream Sieve branch, but only into the left part of it, up to the Master of the Mind perk. The Dream Sieve will allow you to greatly boost your mind effect and illusion spells to affect the enemy of any level in 95% of cases, as well as Daedra, automatons and undead. and for the rest of those 5% cases, like super high level bosses and such, you will have one more trick. Enchanting is another highly important perk tree, as the maximized enchantments effects is what allows this build reach its maximum effectiveness through improvements of stealth skills, cheaper spells, so you can cast them without pauses when needed, and also importantly, the spell scribe perk that you will use to automatically cast one of the core AoE mind control spells every time you perform a sneak power attack. In enchanting, take the right half of the perk tree entirely. Then goes the light armor, take the base perk and as a leaf one, but discard annoying mosquitoes. Then take the middle branch till the war dancer perk, and also grab the unhindered perk. The rest of perks, while looking cool on paper, are simply not needed for this build. Next comes the alteration. Take the two middle branches, the Alter Self and the Spellblade ones. In Alter Self resistances, it's recommended to get the Frost and Shock ones, and in the Alter Self attributes, Health. Ironically, the most secondary and least important perk tree in this build is One-Handed, from which you practically need only 3 perks: the basic one, Furious Strength, and the Disciplined Fighter. The dagger perks, while you will be obviously using a dagger, are simply not needed. Spells and enchantments. The first spell shown here, Shroud Walk from Apocalypse, is also the most ridiculously overpowered and the arguable to use. Decide it yourself, as 5 autocasts of invisibility is just crazily strong even for a master spell. Now to the rest of them. Mesmeric Orb is what you will be using automatically through this Spell Scribe perk. That's basically a free random mind control AoE cast in medium area. Then there are Mayhem and Harmony, master mind control spells with huge area of effect. Ceaseless Torment from Apocalypse is incredible strong AoE damage dealing spell synergized with your constant AoE mind control ability. The Mind's Desire will uncap your mind control spells completely for these 5% of cases with bosses. The Ghost Walk is your bread and butter spell for physical dispatch in playstyle, and Pacify is a quick cast safety button for dangerous situations. Okata Recital Structure, Ponder, Infiltration Charm, and Dispel Magic from Apocalypse Spell Pack. Enchantments. Weapon Absorb Speed, chance to release selected power. I would recommend using Disengage, and Absorb Health. Boots, speed and chance to restore attributes, armor, cheaper illusion cost and magicka regen. Gloves, one-handed damage and magicka bonus. The Hood, absorb magicka and cheaper illusion cost. Necklace, magic resistance and bonus health. Right ring, magic resistance and one-handed damage bonus. Left ring, sneak damage bonus and sneak effectiveness bonus. The gameplay and playstyle. Let's start from keeping the traditions. Level 100 Red Eagle, ridiculously empowered by the range of the enemy's mod. You approach him with a regular sprinting. After he appears, crouch to activate Shadow Warrior. Use the Disengage to drop the aggro. Cast Harmony, which will have effect despite him being level 100 and undead. Cast Ghost Walk, just to make sure you will be returned to a safe position if something will go wrong. Use Laughing Ghost. Done. As for the regular fights, no matter the type, strengths and number of enemies, the Phantasmal Arbiter has a variety of ways to dispatch them. The most, let's say, full stack magic way is to use your invisibility spells and aggro drop powers to get in the middle of the enemy group and then cast Mayhem, making them fighting each other, and then applying extra damage using the Ceaseless Torment without even a need to get in close range. But you can also perform power attacks at random without even targeting the enemy itself to cast the Mesmeric Orb for even more chaos in enemy lines. Or you can go more traditional approach and get rid of enemies one by one via old good slitthroat, while also using the Ghost Walk spell to instantly get out from a crime scene back to a safe place of your choice after every kill. But once again, you can use targeted mind control and the Ceaseless Torment anytime you want, which is also useful for getting rid of targets far away. Or you can use your sneaking talents to cast Harmony in the comfortable position and then, yes, just kill entire enemy group one by one using their Laughing Ghost power, teleporting all around the place and without even bothering you are detected by them, as the enemies will be pacified and not react despite you'll be killing their comrades before their very eyes. And if you somehow will get ambushed, there is no reason to panic. Just crouch, use the smoke screen and disengage, wait a bit to get a vision on the battlefield, and then just repeat whatever method above. But what about dragons, you may ask? Dragons are completely immune to all mind control spells in Skyrim. Yes, that's a bit harder, but not a deal breaker though. Just use your sneaking talents and abilities to survive the initial attack. Then land the dragon down using Dragon Rend. Then wait till dragon kill the other whatever enemies around if they are present, and just use the disengage. Cast invisibility, come closer and enjoy your dragon sneak kill. That's it, folks. I hope you like the Phantasmal Arbiter and will have a great time playing it. Tell me what kind of build you want to see next. Don't forget to enable channel notifications and join our Discord to always stay in touch. Stay tuned, stay healthy and stay happy. Scimitar here, signing out.